So, hey, my name is Chris, and this is your timeless reading. Whenever you find it, it's for you. It's not time specific, it's not sign specific. Gotta go somewhere. There is the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And what do we got? The wonderful Empress. Cut across. First card in the center is Queen of Cups, being aware of your feelings. Working with your feelings, trusting your feelings, trusting your intuition. This is kind of the holy grail that she's holding there, right? So self-love, self-compassion, right? And really mastering that and focusing on that. That's the Wheel of Fortune. So change, right? Drastical, radical change. The Queen of Swords, another queen. Beautiful, very powerful. So you are aware. There is the Tower. Let's just put the Tower at the crown. There's the Two of Wands, recent past. And what comes next is the Ace of Swords. We've seen that when I shuffled the cards. Your energy, the Page of Wands. So you want to go somewhere, huh? Where do you want to go? There's the World card. You just kind of are ready to go. Okay, this is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is pretty much standing in the desert. So there's no really, you gotta go, you know? There's nothing for you here, right? You're pretty much standing in the desert and you're jolly good fellow, you are happy to go. And there's the World card, so that means you have closed the circle, you know? I learned all the lessons, right? So this chapter of your life is just ending. Let's just do the rest of the cards before I start to go deeper. There's the Temperance card. Three of Pentacles, beautiful energy. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. So the Empress is this energy where you completely have mastership over yourself, right? You did your homework. You are attending your garden. There's abundance, there's prosperity. There is self-worth, you know your self-worth. And the Empress is pretty much all four queens rolled into one. And you got two more queens here. Center of your reading, Queen of Cups. And then the foundation is the Queen of Swords. So you know your intellect, you know your mind, you know your reasons for what you do, right? And the focus here is on the feelings for what you do. So you're making plans because you want to go somewhere, right? This is you in the recent past, standing on the Tower, having the World card or the globe in your hand, making plans where to go, what to do next, right? You got everything you need. You got the abundance, you got the inner wisdom, you got the focus on your feelings, and you got your ideas right. There's the new idea. You want to go, right? You want to make this real. And the crown of your reading is the Tower. The Two of Wands is standing on the Tower, by the way, right? And this Tower is collapsing. So you want to go, right? Why? Because you fulfilled all the lessons. You learned everything you need to learn. You know, if a third grader in elementary school, there's sometimes this feeling of, oh, I want to stay in third grade, right? It was so funny. I did all the tests good and I like the teacher, you know, let's just stay in third grade. And the universe is saying, no, you graduated, right? You learned something big time. You're the Empress, and the last things you learned, I think you don't have problems with Swords energy. the intellect, your reasons for what you do, right? There's the Queen of Cups in the center of your reading. Your feelings and your intellect need to work together. There's a lot of potential for wealth, abundance, and prosperity if you make sure that what it is that you're doing next, it's all about your plans, right? What do you want to do next? You don't want to stand on the tower and keep making plans and wasting your life making plans. No, you want to actualize these plans. You get a new consciousness, a new mindset. So you need to go. You need to leave third grade in temperance, in your power as the Empress, right? Beautiful. And where do you arrive? With the Three of Pentacles. So working together with other people. Because you're standing there pretty much alone on your tower, right? And this aloneness needs to end, I think. There's another Ace of Swords. So you got here in the center the Ace of Swords 2 times and the Ace of Pentacles. What else do we got? The Queen of Swords is clarified by the 2 of Wands, okay? So you're standing there and you're overthinking something. Can that be that you're overthinking something? You want to make everything right, you want to plan ahead, but in the center, that which brings fulfillment, right? There's the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Swords standing on the tower. Exactly, that makes a lot of sense. The King of Swords is the outside world. The king is always concerned with the outside world. The queen is always concerned with the inside world. So you're thinking about stuff, you want to free yourself. And then you're overlooking the landscape and you think about the other people, the world, That's not just about you alone. You're holding the world in your hand, and that's the King of Swords energy, but Swords energy, so you're thinking. And it's time to make a move, right? That's beautiful. That's kind of what I was hoping for. That the tower is clarified by the 9 of Cups. Cups energy in the center connected to wealth, abundance, and prosperity with the Queen of Cups clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So make sure that it's not just Swords energy, that it's not just the right decision on paper, so to speak, but that you actually like to do it, that you like what you're doing, love what you're doing, do what you love. Because this tower is freeing you from that focus on the Swords energy. This tower is freeing you from overthinking, because it's kind of telling you, make your move and make your move towards happiness, right? Happiness, whatever next chapter you are going to enter, must be and will be a chapter of happiness. You got your swords, you got your ideas, you got your intellect, you got your plans, you got your strategies. Keep that. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, 2 times the Ace of Swords, you got enough of that. But make sure that there is joy and happiness. 9 of Cups, you got so many talents in this regard. Happiness, joy, empathy. Maybe you are an empath, right? Ending the stagnation. And the stagnation might be the overthinking aspect. The World card is clarified by Temperance. So you learned the lessons and now you're applying these lessons very gently in Temperance. And the 2 cups, the two pentacles, again, they are the 2 cups of the Temperance card. You got 2 times the Temperance card. They are the 2 rods that this woman is holding. You learn something in terms of duality. So you're bringing harmony, temperance back into your life. You're harmonizing your life. Two of Pentacles clarifying the Temperance card, right? Again, this duality. What is the duality? Definitively Swords energy, where you're coming from, the intellect, thinking. But what brings fulfillment, joy, and happiness back into your life is actually to balance this intellect out with the heart space, right? With just joy. Do make joy and happiness a big variable, a big thing in your calculations. That's too many cards. Let's just clarify the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're almost there. Almost there. You're getting there. You are the Empress, but you feel like the Five of Pentacles. Why? Because you worry too much. When I lift, that's the bottom of the deck. That's the bottom of the big deck. That's the bottom of the clarifier deck. So the Empress in this mindset of the Five of Swords, right? And why underneath that you want to take action? Because of fear. You're overthinking because of fear. You're over-planning, you're over-analyzing. All you need to do in this case is listen to your heart and do what it is that you love. You know, just do what you love. Synchrotron number, what's the number? 39, that's the angel oracle card. 39. Infinite possibilities. Think outside the square, beyond the limit of your thoughts. Beyond the limit of your thoughts. Just the first sentence. Oracle card. Think outside the square, beyond the limits of your thoughts. Lay your feelings. What brings you joy? Make that part of your calculation. It must be joyful. The next chapter of your life needs to be full of joy. Things that you like. It is possible to think through your heart. Try it. Infinite possibilities exist inside you. They're ideas and creative solutions from beyond your physical reality. You can create all your heart desires. Feel the imaginative impulse transmitted from beyond space-time. There are worlds within worlds and entire universes within a particle of light. Through this card you can see and randomly create. This is a card of joyful creation. All you wish to be can now be. Keep the greater good of all in mind and let there be love in all that you do. What did I say? Do what you love what you do. Don't just make the perfect plan that looks good on paper. It's not. Maybe it is about a career move because it ends here with the Three of Pentacles. You working together with other people, but you're overthinking this, standing on your tower. But you have to make a move because you want to be happy. You want to start a new circle, right? You want to start, you just finished a circle in your life, a developmental circle in your life. And now it's time to start anew and make sure that the new circle, I guess the old circle was very much about what looked good on paper, you know, what is rational, right? The right study program, the right education, the right this, the right that. But what does feel good to you? What do you actually love to do? Joy and happiness must be part of your calculation. And that's pretty much all I got. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. See you next time. Namo Buddhaya. Ciao.